Most of you know me. There's a couple of new people in our group and even perhaps in our Zoom room. So let me just show you something. You see that? Welcome, welcome. You see that right there? That is my license plate. So we ordered these back in, oh gosh, like in the beginning of the pandemic, and they ended up sending us 2 of them because one, we never did get anything. So anyway, back to my little story here about, back to my story about the license plates. So we ordered them in the beginning of the pandemic. It never did come. It was like 30 days, 40 days into it. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. It was a few months. And then we followed up with it and made a phone call and ended up with 2. So that's how this all came to be. Let me pull up my Facebook here on my phone so I can keep track of those of you that are attending there. I apologize. If you want me to send you the link, please let me know if you're having trouble. All right, so this Wellness Wednesday, like I mentioned before, started with your feedback. When I sent out this little short survey to ask you what you wanted, how I could better serve you, you said you did love the live instruction, the education, but you didn't like the amount of time that we were spending, and you wanted something a little bit more focused, a little bit more inclusive and rounded out. So spent some time when I was down with COVID and came up with, the first month of February. We have some things planned already for March. I have a couple of guest speakers that are going to join us. So yes, this is a doTERRA group, but it is about a healthy, natural lifestyle. So for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and get started so that I honor you guys's. And let me send it to here. Sarah, can I have you help me? I'm going to have Sarah help me send links out. So if you can go here, let me show you really quickly. You see that link right here? If you can copy that link, or let's share it. You know what? I'm sorry. It was just easier for me to do that. All right. And can you respond to right here? And tell her to check her messenger. All right, so that's how this came about. And so for the first week, we're going to talk about fueling your day. I have this really beautiful picture, and that's really actually how I like to eat my oatmeal. So I found it very uncanny that this was on Canva. I love oatmeal with cranberries and walnuts, and that kind of looks like mango to me, so that's even more delicious. So fueling your day, I know that nutrition is a big part of it, but there's other pieces that we're going to talk about as well. So when we say about nourishing our bodies, what does that actually mean? What does nourish mean? We know the basic definition of nourish to be nourishing our body with everything that we need to grow, to stay healthy, and just to keep our body in really good condition. But nourish also means to have a feeling or a belief in our mind that we typically carry throughout the day. So kind of think of it as a mindset. All right. And I should have recorded this. I'll go back and record it later. Just because I just forget these things. Anyway, so those are the 2 definitions of nourish that we're really going to focus on. And yes, nutritious food is wonderful, but there's also other things that we need to do for our bodies so that we have a very healthy and high energy, just really taking care of ourselves from the inside out. So let's look at nourishment. All right. I'm going to do my best to keep up with comments. I can't really see them on my end with the full screen, but I'll do my best. So when we talk about our daily nourishment, we're going to look at 3 parts of, or 3 types of nourishment that we need. We need to nourish our mind. Okay. how we see food, and the patterns of eating. I mean, this is like an embedded behavior that we have about food. I remember growing up, I was always told to not leave the table unless everything was cleaned off my plate. And, that set in, and I still struggle with waste. I hate leaving food on my plate because, I think about the starving children in Africa and China, because that's what was embedded in our brains when we were growing up. And, it was also a scarcity thing for us too. We didn't have a whole lot of money. We had a big family. So whenever food was served, you better eat that. Don't monkey around. Come to the table when you're called or you're going to miss out. It's not as that extreme, but it was that scarcity mindset that we had. So we have a lot of emotions and behavior patterns that are attached to food. So we really need to work on that mindset. Of course, daily nourishment of our body. Our body really does have a mind of its own, and the only goal that our body has is to keep us alive, keep us functioning. So it doesn't really care about any beauty standards that are going on out there. It doesn't care about the trends in diets. And there are many. We're not going to talk about those. I'm not a diet person. I don't like that D word. There's a few D words that I don't like, and that's like on my top 3. So we're not looking at those kind of trends, and we're definitely going to nourish our soul. We need to find time every day to set time aside to do what makes our soul happy. Sometimes we can get so caught up in our daily life, and there's a list of things that we need to accomplish. There's people that depend on us, and we don't really focus on the things that we enjoy. So we really need to think about those things. And yeah, exactly, Michelle. Clean your plate was said a lot. And again, I think that just comes from that scarcity mindset, and maybe it was something that was told to our parents, and that's what they remembered. And so they continue to share it with us. So yeah, we're going to look at some ways to nourish our souls as well. And this can look different for just about anybody, but the concept is the same. So let's focus on our mind. Okay. I am definitely an emotional eater. When I am stressed out, I do reach for sugar. It brings me so much comfort. And I had learned throughout the years to break that pattern of belief that anytime that I indulge in a piece of chocolate cake or indulge in an ice cream or whatever, that I've come to, it's taken me years, but I've come to the place that it's okay, because it's obviously what my body is wanting. It wants that comfort, right? So something that we can do to counteract that, emotional eating, that high stress situation, is we have to find a way to decrease the stress in our lives. It really is a mindset to view, that it's okay to keep going on and on and on until you feel burned out. That's really not okay. We should never get to the point that we're actually feeling burned out. We need to recognize our limits. We need to set boundaries. We need to learn to say no sometimes. That's a really big challenge for me too, is saying no. And so I take on that added stress, and I take on everybody else's, issues and stuff. So yeah, keep that in mind. All right. We have to practice a true intention to reduce our stress levels, and then ditch those food rules. That pattern of belief that we have, that eating, sugary foods is bad for us. Counting all those calories and keeping track of those and really being restricted with that. Ditch that, get rid of that. That does not serve you. Listen to your body. Your body knows what it needs. Remember, it's very primal. All it wants to do is survive. All it wants to do is take care of you. All it wants to do is function, right? But it wants to function in the most optimal way. So if we have a mindset that's getting into the way of that, our body's going to let us know for sure. So ditch that food rule about counting your calories, about having a certain number of meals a day. Find what works for you. If you're somebody that really does well with 5-6 meals a day, 200, 300 calories because that's what you've been conditioned to believe, but yet your body responds well to that, continue that. I'm not here to change your things that are working for you. I want you to take a look at things that are not serving you. So definitely stress is not serving you. Eating too much of those rich foods is not serving you, but also having that mindset that food is a reward. Don't do that to yourself. Food should never be seen as a reward. Food is nourishment. Food is fuel. Okay, keep it easy on yourself. So some considerations for the mind. Create a new mindset, you get different results, right? So something that you can do to calm that mind, maybe diffuse some balance, maybe put a little balance on your hands and inhale it, put it on your neck. It's a very grounding blend. It helps to create an atmosphere of relaxation. It also helps to relax the chatter in your head. Frankincense is a really great oil to use when you're trying to shift that mindset. It's an oil that has connection to our higher power. It's the oil of truth. So looking at frankincense as an oil that can support you in your transition to your true way of thinking and being and doing, surviving and thriving, use that frankincense. It's very grounding in that way. Frankincense also creates a sense of awareness, not just in your environment, but in yourself as well. It does help to, open up your mind to more possibilities. And it also creates a very grounding and safe place for you. And surprisingly, black spruce is another great oil for your mind. It, emotionally, it helps to overcome barriers and promote confidence. I have really found it very grounding. I love when I'm feeling a little stressed out. Sometimes black spruce is the only thing that I can reach to. I love magnolia on my heart when I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, when I'm feeling a little or overly emotional, and when I just can't calm this brain. I'm an overthinker. I have an analytical brain, and I'm constantly running lists in my head, constantly running scenarios. I really am an overthinker. So that black spruce and the magnolia on my heart just kind of helps to stop that chatter. Find something that works for you. You'll know if you have the response from that oil that your body and your mind desire, because you start feeling in balance. No pun intended. So the other area that you can nourish is your body. Now, this is pretty straightforward, and we're really looking at the physical body. Not because I'm a vegetarian, but you really do need to eat more plant-based foods. It's just better for you overall. It helps to promote a healthy gut, and that healthy gut is going to reduce our stress levels, or reduce the hormones, the stress hormones. It's going to improve our digestion. It's going to support our immunity. Everything is based in the gut. And it's really important that you provide the gut what it needs. If you're having trouble with balancing your foods, or maybe you have a very active, daily routine, and you're missing those gaps, supplement. We have a beautiful lifelong vitality that I'll share with you here in just a bit. And this is just really a great way to look at what you're not getting. I've talked about nutrition many, many times before. Just to highlight what you really need to remember is that our food is not designed to give us all the nutrients that our bodies need. Our bodies are in motion, whether it's, an easy groove during the day or a very high functioning moving body. You need to have those supplements in there. And sleep is crucial. It's so important that you get enough sleep or rest. It doesn't necessarily have to be you sleeping at night or whenever it is that's your bedtime. Just resting, giving your body a break, letting it kind of gauge itself and see what, send the signals out to your brain of what it needs. Make sure that you're getting that rest. And then, of course, move your body daily. It doesn't have to be very physical. It doesn't have to be very intense, but we got to get out. You got to get outdoors. Vitamin D deficiency is huge because we spend so much time indoors, especially with the winter. Hey, it's snowing outside. Go figure. Finally, here in Albuquerque anyway. So we just got to make sure that we're taking that time to step outdoors and get that vitamin D. And if you're not doing that, then you definitely need to supplement. I will share with you that when we were ill with COVID, that was a really big supplement, additional supplement that we were taking. I had just been reading tons of information and articles and research, and vitamin D and magnesium, zinc. Those were the ones that the body was being depleted of as it was fighting that virus. So I made sure that we doubled up, tripled up here. But just on a daily basis, you need that vitamin D. That vitamin D it's a very important factor in a whole lot of our metabolic pathways. So some considerations for the body. Our nutrition line is fantastic. You have vegan protein, and then you have whey-based protein. So it's designed to meet whatever lifestyle you have. Our greens and our fiber are both vegan, so everybody can enjoy them. And I just really love how easy they are to digest. They're very gentle on my system. It's been weird. I've been having some interesting digestive issues since COVID, and I'm really reaching more to our proteins, our nutrition line, and to our digestive support. Our bodies don't produce enough digestive enzymes to process the processed food that we're ingesting. And if you're increasing your plant-based meals, your plant-based foods, you're definitely going to need something to help break that down. And then PB Assist, because it just helps overall. I already talked about the gut health. I touched on it, with it being important to our immune system, and to our emotional health and our stress levels. And then you shouldn't start any day without lifelong vitality. I just absolutely think this is a must-have for every single person who is watching, hearing, or will watch later. You have got to invest in this lifelong vitality. If you're taking any over-the-counter drugs, I guarantee you that you're going to like this so much better, and this is going to be so much easier on your system. You have nothing to lose. doTERRA is going to reimburse you if you don't like it, if you're not satisfied, but that happens few and far in between. All right, so start your day off with lifelong vitality. This is just really foundational. We have so many other supplements and oils that can help you to support your body. Like if it's a body in motion, we have oils to help with inflammation, oils to help with pain, oils to help with healing, oils to keep you moving, oils to keep you motivated, encouraging you to move. So there's a lot of different oils that you can reach for as well. It's really important that you just start looking and experimenting and trying things out to find something that works for you. The last section that we're going to talk about is our soul, how to nourish our soul. If you're not keen to listening to your body, that's one place to start that practice. It tells you if your body is achy or sluggish. You got to look at what you're consuming or not consuming. Water is crucial, and it makes such a big difference on those aches, on that inflammation, on even our energy levels. So listen to your body, if it's feeling a little stressed out, and also look at your body, your face. Most people, you can see how your body is doing by what's going on with your face. Do some kind of meditation or prayer. Yoga is fantastic because it helps with slowing you down and making you take those deep breaths and just putting yourself into a space of relaxation, to get centered. It's such a beautiful practice for you to really get yourself grounded and fuel your passion. Find something that you enjoy. It doesn't necessarily have to be exercise or anything like that. Find something that you enjoy. Do you enjoy playing the piano? Go play that piano. Do you enjoy cooking? Go bake some cookies. Do you enjoy taking a walk outdoors? Go for a hike. Do you enjoy, theater? Whatever it is, find something that really makes your heart happy. And when you're enjoying that, whatever it is that may be for you, that you can feel joy. So find your passion, find your joy. Some things to consider. Passion inspiring blend. This is a really awesome oil. It helps you feel energized, and it really is inspiring. You know, if you're working through a tough project, or you're trying to come up with even a menu for the week, a little bit of passion helps you move through that, helps you get some good ideas. Sandalwood, this is a really great oil for slowing down, breathing deep, and giving you some spiritual clarity. It's an awesome oil to use whenever you're doing, maybe you have some scripture reading that you do every day, some prayers that you do, affirmations, journaling. Sandalwood is awesome for that because it helps you slow this down up here, but it also allows you to surrender to whatever it is that you're feeling, to whatever it is that you're thinking. Sandalwood is just wonderful for that. And then for those of you who are wholesale members right now, we have a mind and mood wellness program, so that this gives you 3 months worth. You know, every month you get something new. It starts with this because you have to set that foundation, right? You got to get that foundation set with that adaptive. And adaptive touch is one of our absolute favorite oils here. We order it by the 2s and 3s because it's just so supportive for us. But this is a really great wellness program. It has 3 months of different oils and products to try, and it just really helps to put you in that place, something that nourishes your mind, that's going to end up nourishing your soul too. So find something you're passionate about. So final announcements. You know, I'm wrapping it up because like I said, I wanted to honor your time. Don't want to go past the 30 minutes. Not to say that that won't happen. Next Wednesday, we're going to talk about some simple ways to change your life. This may or may not include oils. It's really looking more at mindset. I think it's really important that whenever we're taking on something new, whether it's maybe a new schedule, a new diet, hate that word, or way of eating, let's say that instead, a new movement, a new exercise, any kind of new routine, it's really important to go to the core and change your mindset so that you can change your life. So we'll talk about that next week. Our Cleanse and Restore Detox kicks off March 1st. I'll post a link for you to register for that. It'll both be email, video, and some posts here in our group, but you'll mostly get the information on videos and email. So I'll post that link so that you can register for it. Materials will be ready, will be distributed on February 14th for that. This month, January, we have a 200 PV promo. So this is a really great time to look at signing up for the detox in March and getting everything that you need for that cleanse and restore. We have a beautiful kit that makes it easy for you to set that foundation. For our 200 PV promo, if you place an order, whether it's an enrollment order, you're new to doTERRA, the Cleanse and Restore is a great way to start. You'll be ready to go March 1st. Or if you place a 200 LRP order, you're going to get 4 oils for free this month. You're going to get tangerine, which is just delicious. As you can see, we go through this quite a bit. This is something I put in my veggie capsules every day too. It has a lot of great detoxifying properties. I love tangerine. It tastes delicious. Love it in my smoothies, love it in my seltzer waters. Grapefruit. You definitely need this for detoxing. Even if you're looking for ways to calm that sugar monster, grapefruit is a great oil for that. Also, it's great for dry brushing, and we use it for cleaning too. Wild orange, who doesn't love wild orange? This is probably one of the first oils a lot of people experience. Put wild orange with some peppermint into your diffuser, or rub it on your hands and inhale it, and you're ready to go outside and get moving. You can even go play in the snow today if you get it. So wild orange is the other one. And this is the really special one. I have a really incredible affinity and love for clementine. This is not available for purchase. We got this 2 years ago as something similar to this. It was maybe it was a freebie for a product of the month. I ended up getting 2 bottles because I ordered something on my son's account and on my account, but I will tell you, it came in so handy. This was what we were using to help us get through this freaking virus. Clementine has an amazing support for our bodies to help really start breaking down those toxins that are in our body. It smells good, it tastes delicious, but this was primarily the #1 way that we've used it in the past month. So, our flu, I just substituted the lemon with the clementine because it just had more of the health benefits that we were looking for. Can't buy this. This is the only way that you can get it. So with your 200 PV promo, you get all 4 of these oils. And then if you are a member, and I didn't pull that out, if you order by the 15th, if you place your 200 PV order by the 15th, you're going to get an additional oil. You're going to get lemon eucalyptus. And let me tell you, my friends, this one right here is very, very surprising. I'm on my 2nd bottle. This has been so instrumental in warming up my muscles before going out and exercising. It really helps to improve circulation. And we get it for free this month with a 125 LRP order. But if you do it before the 15th and you have your 200, you're going to get all 5 oils. This is also great for diffusing in the spring and winter when the bugs start coming out. This is also in my spray bottle that's called Bug Off, that, I use that instead of any kind of pesticides. It works lovely. And then you have 10% off Roman chamomile. Really fantastic for digestion, for sleep, for rest. You could even use Roman chamomile to, in your meditation, in your slowing down practice, 10% off of that. So let's see, I think that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure that you stay connected. You can find us on Instagram at Oily Mama 3. You can check out our website. It's a work in progress. And our blog is on there. Started a blog on there, and our YouTube channel is coming soon, so that we can just kind of put all this available to you guys so that you can access it at any time. All right. Thank you for joining today. Really appreciate you being here. And I'm going to have to figure out how to get this Zoom link to a place that is accessible for everybody. Yeah, I'm not sure what I did there. Anyway, thanks for joining me and spending some of your lunchtime with me. You guys, if you're in Albuquerque, please stay safe out there. People in Albuquerque do not know how to drive in snow. Make sure that you're paying attention to those guys, because yeah, I could only imagine what it's going to look like later when it's really frozen, right? Anyway, you guys stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated. And if you're up to the challenge, go outside for a few minutes, go take your dog for a walk, go throw some snowballs. If you're at home having a snow day, I honestly don't know how much snow is out there, but we'll be out there soon as we wrap up here. All right, we'll see you guys next Wednesday at 12 o'clock. Peace.